Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to our special holiday episode of the Seesaw Project. I'm Beth Bojarski. I am an oil painter in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I will have Max pop a picture up so you can see what my paintings look like. This one is titled Relish. She lives in San Francisco. Thanks, Max. The Seesaw Project was put together by 3 working artists looking for a new way to connect with you, our collectors, art lovers, fellow artists, after our 2020 season went in the can. But hey, I have some reindeer friends that are part of pulling this sleigh. Let me bring one of them on. How about Chris Dahlquist? Chris?
Hi, Beth. Happy holidays.
Hi, Chris.
Good to see you.
Happy holidays.
Thanks so much for being here, everyone. I am Chris Dahlquist, photographer in Kansas City, Missouri. I print photographs on alternative surfaces, both for your wall and large-scale public installations. Max, can you show them a piece of my work? And I want to tell you about tonight's episode. We've got some special surprises for you tonight. We've got a special guest that will be joining us a little bit later. We're going to share some holiday traditions, some shout out artists that will make great holiday gifts, and then we each made a little holiday video for you. So we're excited that you're here. We've got one more member of the team. Kina, you out there?
Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Chris. Hi, Beth. I love your snowman, Beth. It's amazing. Amazing. Hi, everybody. My name is Kina Crow. I'm a mixed media artist and sculptor from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's see what my work looks like. That's me. That's what I do. And happy holidays. Thank you for joining us. I want to tell you a little bit about the chat functions. If you are joining us live, please join in the chat and comment, ask us questions, except how much I weigh, because I'll fucking lie anyway. And then also make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can hit the little bell and it'll remind you when we have a new episode coming up. There's one more in our regular team that we need to introduce, and that is my youngest son, Max Crow. Hey, Max.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Max.
I'm not quite as festive.
I can't breathe, so I have to take this off.
I can't believe you left it so long with that on.
I know. I actually got this in Fort Worth at one of the Fort Worth shows 1 year, long ago. But first, we're going to start off with the most important part of the evening, and that is our cocktail pairing that is presented by our wonderful and adorable, she's like the cutest girl in the world, our friend Steph Kilen. Take it away, Steph.
Hi, friends. It's Steph Kilen here with the Seesaw Project Cocktail Pairing. It's that time of year when the sun takes a little time for herself. And good for her, but confusing for us, because who knows what time of day it is anymore. Plus it's cold and ugh. So here's a cocktail that is great for drinking any time of the day. It's certain to pep you up and give you a little comfort. It's the classic White Russian. So for this, we're going to need 1.5 ounces each of heavy cream, vodka, and coffee liqueur. I make my own coffee liqueur, and if you keep up with the Seesaw Project updates, you will see more on that. So we want to pour the coffee liqueur and vodka in first, so that when we pour the cream on, it's nice and pretty. Ta-da! There you have it, snuggle in a glass. So cheers all y'all, and here's to the sun and her safe return.
Cheers.
Cheers. And these are delicious.
Right. With cocktail in hand, I couldn't be happier to bring on our special guest. that very face that has been, right, you guys, bringing us all these creative, inspiring cocktails this entire season. It's my friend, Steph Kilen. Steph.
Hi.
There she
Welcome,
is.
Steph.
Welcome to
So
the
glad you're here.
Thanks for having me.
So, Steph, I've got a question. If we don't make our own coffee liqueur, what's our substitute? Or until we get the recipe?
It's Kahlua.
Okay.
That's what I use.
And that's easy peasy too.
I'm on it.
Well, actually, why don't we roll into our next video, and then we can chat about all those good kind of ingredients on the other side. Steph was nice enough to, knowing that this was our holiday gift giving kind of episode, to put together some suggestions for ideas for gifts for that enthusiast, that cocktail enthusiast in the family. So why don't we take a look at the video and we'll chat about it.
So we may not be able to get together in person this year to celebrate, but a lot of us might be doing Zoom get-togethers, and wouldn't it be fun if you could have the same little drinky poo? So I put together some ideas for gifts that you might be able to share with folks, drop off before your Zoom date, and then you can all have a nice drink together. One of my favorite things to give as gifts is homemade booze. So we have the coffee liqueur, which of course is great for your White Russian. It's also nice for a little kick in your coffee, or even over ice cream. Homemade triple sec orange liqueur is a big hit with the margaritas lovers in your life, including me. And that's pretty easy to make. Then we have Irish cream, which is delicious and a huge hit with moms, let me tell you. Finally, I have homemade vermouth, which takes a little time and a bunch of ingredients, but it is so worth it. It totally ups your martini game, and it's also really nice to just sip on its own. But maybe you don't have time, you don't want to futz around. There are some other options. Bitters are super fun. These are Bitter Cube bitters. They're made right here in my neighborhood, but there are a lot of companies making all kinds of different varieties. A few drops of these in a cocktail or soda water will give the, ooh, what is in here kind of reaction, and that's always a lot of fun. Finally, the Luxardo cherries. So these puppies are not cheap. I actually got this jar as a gift. It was something I never would have bought for myself, but boy, are they fantastic. And that's like the best gift, right? Something that you wouldn't get for yourself. These are great in classic cocktails like the Old Fashioned and the Manhattan, or if you scoop out some of the syrup with the cherry and pop it in white soda, it makes the best ever Shirley Temple. So I hope you find something fun to drink over your holidays celebrating, and have a nice toasty toast on me.
Wow.
Thank you, Steph. That was awesome.
So fun.
Isn't just putting something together for our episode. Steph, you do this all the time when you're making your cocktails. You're really good at making things from scratch, for sure.
Well, yeah, they kind of taste better. Like they don't have that fake sort of weird taste at the end. And once I realized how simple they were, I was just decided to do that instead. I'm a big proponent of sort of drinking what's on hand. And so this way I have something on hand. You know, I'm not buying all the bottles of all the Amaros and all. I mean, like, it's not like super fancy cocktails. It's just like, if you have the basics, you can always just make something.
I think it just sounds super fun to like make those as gifts for the holidays. You know, I mean, that's, you know, especially right now, that just seems like the perfect.
Yeah, the first year I made Bailey's, everybody gave me their bottles back. And I was like, no, you can keep the bottles. And they were like, no. Well, we were thinking next year.
Well, I had no idea that you could make vermouth either.
Yeah.
So if people want to make these, what should they do?
Well, keep an eye on the Seesaw Project page, because we're going to be sharing the recipes for all the homemade liqueurs over the next couple weeks.
Oh, super fun. I see some new traditions in the making.
Yeah. Right. I know. I'm totally going to try. I really want to try the vermouth. Yeah.
So speaking of traditions, in the keeping with our lightning round question, We've got a question for all of us. Max, can you share it? Let's talk about our holiday traditions. Beth, how about you? Share a tradition with us.
Behind me is the one of them, pulling the annual pulling all the snow molds out of all the blow molds out of storage for Christmas. There's a lot more than this, but holiday tradition, I'm gonna say at our Christmas party on the Bojarski side, it's the singing of the song that probably nobody really wants to sing. It's 12 Days of Christmas. And there's so many, we do it for my mom, and we happily do it for my mom. And there's a lot of us, and we go onto the staircase and around the landing of the second floor and into bedrooms. And we divide everybody up into their sections, and we belt it out. And she couldn't be happier. We couldn't be happier to do it. It's one of my favorite. How about you? How about you, Chris?
Well, so we travel a lot for Christmas. My family's really scattered, and so it's hard to say kind of, but there's one tradition that Kyle and I have always maintained because we can kind of take it with us anywhere, do it anywhere. And we make sausage rolls on Christmas, and it's literally just biscuits and sausage, but it's a tradition I love, but it tormented me as a kid because my grandfather did it, and he did the biscuits from scratch, and we weren't allowed to go downstairs, which is where Santa brought the gifts, until after the biscuits were done. Everyone had their fill. But it's a tradition I love now, and we do it on both Thanksgiving and Christmas.
It's becoming a year-round tradition.
I love the downstairs Christmas. I mean, we all know what that means.
Right.
The rec room where everybody, the downstairs Christmas is awesome.
Yes. I grew up in LA on a single story, no basement, no.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Definitely ours was downstairs was where the family tree was, and then the upstairs was like in the living room that I wasn't allowed in, where the fancy tree was.
Yes.
Steph, how about you? Traditions.
Well, when I was in middle school, I had a fabulous English teacher who was also an actor. And one year, over several days, she read us the story A Christmas Memory by Truman Capote. And she did such a really great job doing all the voices. And I found the book again. It's like a longest short story when I was in college. And over the years, like you, Chris, Christmases have always been different, and there's a lot of running around and chaos. And so like the week leading up to Christmas, I always pick out that book, and every year I read a little bit every night just to sort of have a quiet moment. And the story is so lovely because it's really just about the family that you make and about just doing what you can with what you have, and giving whatever you happen to have. So it's just lovely. So that's the one that's kind of stuck with me the longest.
Nice.
And Kina, how about you?
Well, it's funny. I don't know. Something reminded me. It wasn't my tradition, but what Chris said. My husband and he has 4 siblings. There's 5 of them, and they always talk about how they had to like sit on the stairs upstairs, and I don't know where they got the pots and pans from. They were upstairs, and they would bang on the pots and pans so that the adults would get up and make them breakfast, and they had to eat like their oatmeal or something before they could open their gifts. And so I mean, the whole upstairs downstairs thing to me was foreign until like I was 45. So, but we started something a few years ago here because I went to a party with my mom at one of her friends' house, and it was a party where there were a lot of people who didn't know each other, and she had just gathered all of these like weird, odd items that were, you know, maybe useful or cool, but they had worn out their welcome, or she didn't use them anymore. She wrapped them up and did a white elephant where you drew numbers and you got your present. But then it was a game where if somebody got something that you wanted and it was your turn, you could steal it. So we started doing that here, and it's really fun, and we really, really love that. But now I like, sometimes I'll even like sneak a little piece of art in there, or now like I know, you know, I want to make a fight during Christmas, so I want somebody to steal. So I'll like put stuff in there that I know certain people want. So anyway, that's pretty fun. But thanks, you guys. It was fun. And please, like, yeah, let us know what your traditions are, because I love on our Facebook page, just please post that kind of stuff. We'd love to hear what you guys do as well. It's time now for our shout out, our Seesaw shout outs. And we're doing something a little bit different this week. Each one of us picked 3 artists that we thought would be really good gift ideas for some of you out there who are looking for some suggestions. So, Max, can you roll that for us?
Hi, it's Chris. I've got some tips for you for Christmas. First off, KC Urban Potters. It's a collective of functional potters here in Kansas City. One-stop shopping, you can get some of the best ceramics that Kansas City has to offer. Second of all, the jeweler that I wear virtually every single day, Donna de Kino of Colorado. And last but certainly not least, the musical group that I look forward to their winter solstice concert every year. And this year, they'll be streaming it online, so you'll be able to tune in as well. It's the Wires alternative string duo. They also have a new album coming up later in December. I hope you'll check them out. Thanks. Happy holidays.
Hi, happy holidays. It's Kina Crow here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with my messy kitchen and pack of animals. I wanted to pop in though and give you a few gift suggestions for this holiday. And the first one I'm going to start with is Ed Brownlee, Ed's Wear Clay, and he makes the funniest ceramics you've ever seen. They're hysterical. You'll love them. The second one is my friend Gina Panorfi, who makes the most gorgeous hand-felted merino wool and silk chiffon scarves and shawls. They're super yummy. That damn cat is on the counter again. But ignore him, and I want to talk about Iona Handcrafted Books, who makes the most wonderful leather journals, and some of them are even one of a kind, and they're really amazing. And they make a great, great gift. Anybody I think would love them. I know I would. Hint, hint, honey. Happy holidays.
Hi, Beth here with my holiday gift giving shout outs. The first artist is jeweler Ann Cienciolo from right here in Milwaukee. She combines delicate details with whimsical sculptural elements mixed with distinct designs. Simply luscious. Jenny Mendez from Chesterland, Ohio. A ceramic artist with the perfect work for the person who's here to shop for. Bowls, cups, paintings, sculptures. I've never failed to find the perfect gift for someone I love and myself. And to wrap up, something you should wrap up is a sculpture of Amy Arnold and Kelsey Sauber. They take skills learned in woodshop to a whole new place. Sculptures with a beautiful balance of crude and refined mark making. Each piece will make you smile. Happy gift giving. Happy holidays. I love that we did our shout outs this way this week.
Yeah, good job, guys. Those were all good picks.
Right. Is there an artist on that list that you wouldn't love to get a gift from? And Chris, nice touch on the addition of the group, the Wires.
Well, I really do love going to their concert every year. And, one of the kind of benefits of right now is that y'all can watch them live also because they're streaming everything. So I think it's December 20th. We'll put it up on the Facebook page, but you can watch from anywhere. And they're doing a fantastic job of filming and recording these concerts. So it really does feel like you're there. It's going to be in a beautiful little chapel that it's in every year. Anyway,
Great.
Fantastic.
I'm going to check that out. I just love that. Nice job, everyone.
Yes.
This week.
I agree.
But it's time. Actually, we're going to look back to the last episode. We asked a collector a question. It was, Max is going to remind me, we asked, have you ever received a piece of art as a gift? And we got some responses. We had Lauren Denton. She's sending this great photo. Look at this. Last Christmas, my daughters did a painting of our house and dogs. Best gift ever. I would agree. That is fantastic. I love that.
I love that.
Maria Hannon. Another hard one. My current favorite, since it's brand new, is my early Christmas gift from my guy. Wait a Minute by Jen Javan. It's on the left. Oh, nice job, your guy. And from Bob Mahone. Guess whose artwork? I know whose artwork. Our daughter surprised us the night before her wedding. Oh my gosh. Kina, that's great.
Isn't that cute? It was her idea. It was his daughter's idea. And they had a couple other pieces of mine. She was like, I really want to get them something awesome that they'll remember. And it was like supposed to be her as a little girl. If I remember correctly, it says, "Here comes the bride," and it's just like how a little girl would dress up as a bride. But it came out really, really great. So thanks, Bob. Thanks for sharing that. That was awesome.
What a little treasure. How fantastic. Now, okay. So,
and speaking of gifts, giving art as I sent y'all. I sent you guys, I sent everybody a little gift. I called up an artist friend of mine and said, hey, I really want to get all these girls a little something to show my appreciation, a little piece of art. And it was really cool. So you guys open those. They're going to open them right now. It's the unboxing.
Look at me. I just started.
My friend Sarah Judgment. who I'm a little obsessed with, and I just said, "Hey, pick out something really awesome." And she had just done a firing, so I've never even seen these.
Oh.
Out for me. Oh, awesome!
Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Look, I've got a little thumb holder.
And so looks like Steph got the wine tumblers that have a little thumb thing so you can hold them.
I love the little glasses. Those
Oh, awesome!
Sweet. I have another little one that I just love, like, because sometimes I'm afraid of the big ones. Beautiful, Kina.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
These are
Also,
gorgeous.
Oh,
oh my God, I love those.
Yeah, she did.
Good job, Sarah. Thank you.
gorgeous.
Thank you so much. And that was what's really that was the most fun of just like coloring up, going, no, you pick it out. You know your work, you pick it out. So that was really fun. Thanks for waiting to open them.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. They're gorgeous.
There's so much to be said when you have someone that you love their work and you trust what they do, and you just say, send something.
Yeah, that was super, super fun. And then I got a little gift from Steph too, some literature. She sent me this awesome book on cussing by Catherine Dunn. And thank you so much, Steph. It's on my nightstand and I'm halfway through. I love it.
I figure since you're a pro, you should really know the whole.
I should. I need to know this stuff. I do. I absolutely need to know this stuff. Thanks. That was fun, you guys. That was super fun.
We also, as a collective, all got gifts from Lisa Kattenbracker, too, right? Another artist that we featured, batik artist, sent us all canned goods, which was really fun.
Dilly beans.
Dilly beans.
Yeah. Dilly beans that we ate in one shot. We opened the can and we thought, oh, we'll have one and say, nope. They all went.
Yeah. It's fun. It's so fun. I like giving gifts more than I love getting them, but I like giving them more. So
I have such a hard time once I get the gift, like keeping my mouth shut until it's time to give the gift. It's very, very hard.
I know.
Especially when you've been so clever, right?
Right. There are so many people in my life who've been like, no, I'm waiting till the day. I'm like, no, open it now. I can't take it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, my mom's laughing. Ha 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 in the comments. Thanks for watching, Mom.
Yeah, Mark isn't good at keeping secrets with gifts. I almost always figure them out, and he just doesn't have a life. He just can't do it. He just.
Oh no, yeah, Lex sucks at that. He does. He always tells me. He told me about my 30th birthday surprise party. He cannot keep a secret. But we have one more thing that's sort of, I guess, our question for next week, which is our Christmas episode. So we have another Ask a Collector question, and this one is, what is your favorite handmade holiday decoration? And I'm going to show you mine, which is another Max Crow original, circa, I think maybe 1997. my old snowman, but I love him so much that he stays out all year.
Oh, he's good.
What about you, Beth?
Okay, so it's a homemade ornament, and Mark's parents are watching, and they'll know exactly what's about to come out of this box. It is the ornament that their son, Mark Winter, made. Ready? Okay. Right? Look at that. And
is that a toilet paper roll?
It's a toilet paper roll Santa. It is so delicate and precious. It goes on the tree every year. Mark trembles when he sees the box. Mark turns into a 7-year-old. He gets giddy to put it on the tree. And yeah, nothing could be better.
That is awesome.
And he dropped it today when it came out. I just thought, well, that's better that you did. It's okay. He's okay.
So do you suppose that's the first? Yeah, is that the first Mark Winter sculpture? Do you suppose?
I will. He'll probably hear you ask the question in about 10 seconds, and he'll come around the corner and give me a sign, and I'll let you know. But in the meantime, we'll have Steph answer this question. What about you, Steph?
Well, this is one that I kind of forgotten about, and my mom sent it over recently. And then I was like, oh, and I totally remember having it hanging in my bedroom when I was little. It's an advent calendar, and it's her handwriting, and it has this little poem about like whatever. And look how it's a thing for every day. It's taller than I am. We really keep on track here with only 3 of them. And when I was little, it was candy canes. And my mom said this time when I called to thank her, she was like, yeah, I candy canes. So I put Kit Kats in, and then there's 2 pieces in a Kit Kat, so both you and Nathan can have one each day.
I love that.
So I'm pretty excited about this, but still haven't figured out where I can hang it high enough so the dog doesn't get out. How about you, Chris?
So I couldn't decide. So y'all were kind enough to let me have 2. So the first one is the stocking that my maternal grandmother made for me. So it's got my name, year I was born. And so this is the stocking I've used literally my entire life. And my grandmother died when I was young. So this is really, really special to me. And then the other one just makes me giggle so much. So my uncle made this for me in his retirement. And so what you have to know about my uncle was he's this very big man and outdoorsman, loved to fish and everything. But in his retirement, he took to making Christmas ornaments.
I love that.
He lived on the coast in Texas, and so this is Crabby Santa.
So
is that a crab? Is that what it's made of?
It's a crab shell. Yes, it's a crab shell.
That's
turned
good.
into a Santa Claus. But it just makes me giggle every time to think of my like great big uncle making these little crab Santas.
Fantastic. Wow.
All right. How much fun is that?
That was great.
I think it's really interesting. What people watching might not know is like we're such good friends and we've been traveling together for decades. But we don't see each other much over the winter usually. So I have no idea what your holidays are like. Right. So this is really, really fun to get to spend some holiday time with y'all and not just summers at festivals.
I agree.
So let's share some more of our holidays. Each of us have made a video, and I will share mine with you first. Max, will you roll the video?
Happy holidays. I can't deny it. I love them. Well, I should say, once I get past the Norman Rockwell expectations and any guilt that those bring up, or the longing for holidays past, including this one when Santa brought me a camera bag. My favorite part of Christmas is the self-expression, the playfulness, and the kitsch. Given a set of parameters, a timeline, and the promise of impermanence, even adults that don't think of themselves as creative express themselves. It reminds me of a children's art class where everyone has the same 8 crayons, but the resulting pictures come out so wildly different. Both adults and children become playful during the holidays. Your crayon box has something roughly shaped like a tree, some lights, and some baubles. Go. You get some sugar, some flour, some food coloring, and a few other things that belong in sugar cookies. Now go. A few lights on a string, maybe colored, maybe not. I delight in seeing the personalities on display. I love and collect hand-painted vintage ceramics for this reason, and I wonder at the variety of personalities that made them and how different they can all be with the same basic elements. Did I mention holiday kitsch? And it should come as no surprise that I've always loved making and giving gifts. It started as early as I can remember, making my list and working late into the nights to get all of the gifts completed. I thought of myself as an elf in Santa's workshop. They ranged from woven pot holders, you remember the ones, to yarn-covered hangers so slacks wouldn't get a crease, to annual ornaments made from a variety of materials that even sometimes drew the sought-after attention from my older brother. In more recent years, while my artwork is under Christmas trees all around the country, I've come to rely on the creativity of my friends for my personal gift giving. Albums from the talented musicians we are surrounded by, jewelry and ceramics from the artists that I admire, theater and concert tickets for an evening of entertainment. As long as I can remember, I have wished for a life full of creativity, self-expression, and of meaning for myself and those around me. But I do also remember how much fun and inspiring it was to look through that Christmas wish book, laying on the living room floor, turning down pages, and finding just the right thing to add to my list for Santa. So, I've made a wish book for you this holiday season, full of my newest pieces and some holiday specials. I hope it inspires you to daydream, to hope, and to look forward to brighter days to come. Wishing you and yours a creative and joyful holiday season. The Dahlquist 2020 Holiday Wish Book includes new pieces from the Mile Marker series, photographs on gold-painted steel. These are available in a variety of sizes, although I only print an image once per size, making each piece an original. Also included are pieces from the Ghost Note series. This series of photographs are printed on a washi paper or Japanese rice paper that I then wax to give it transparency and suspended over another print on a traditional watercolor paper, giving each piece depth and atmosphere. These are available in 2 sizes and are created in editions of 25. And just for the holidays this year, I have printed some beautiful mini meditations. Each print measures 4.5 inches square and is matted to an 8x8. They come in sets of 3. This is the Blue Sky series. In the mini meditations, you will also have your choice of the Pink Sky series. Again, this will come with 3 prints, each print measuring 4.5 inches square and matted to an 8x8, ready to put into a frame. Not sure what image your loved one would like? Why not get a gift card? They're available in any denomination and can be used either online or in person. You can see all of these pieces and more on my website, chrisdahlquist.com. Happy holidays. Thanks for coming to our party. See you soon.
Thank you.
Chris, the
Yeah.
making the holiday 2020 wish list based off the Sears catalog or the Penny's catalog that was so part of my, oh my God.
Childhood,
I want to get lay on my belly on the carpet.
right? Absolutely.
With your brothers and sister to have access to the book because you had to mark your pages. I loved it. That was so well done, Chris.
No, I really, honestly, I really love the whole the cookie thing, because I get that. I get bitten by that bug every once in a while where like I see the magazine with the cookies the way they're supposed to look and I get super excited. They don't ever look.
Right. Well, that's what I
give everybody cocktails first because then we don't care.
But those are some of my favorite ones of these like handmade trees, and these handmade mugs are the ones that are just off, just a little off.
But I love everything that you're offering, and I have to say, for me, like I don't think I'd seen the Blue Sky series and the Pink Sky. I love, especially the Pink Sky. But I'm a sucker for Pink Sky too.
And those are just these sweet little intimate kind of prints, right? That can. I made them for subscribers. I had a print subscription this year, and so this is a selection from those print subscriptions.
That's super cool. But you're still open, right? Like if you're in Kansas City, people can
come by or order online.
Yeah, because you're in a nice big city and you're not bogged in by snow yet.
Not yet. Not yet. All right, Kina.
Okay. Yeah, I made a video too. If there's children in the room, you might want to usher them out. I couldn't help myself. Hey, Max, can you play my video? Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to Pittsburgh in the snow. I have a few new pieces that I made for the holiday season, and I wanted to have you guys take a look. And the last time I showed off some new pieces in my studio, it was perfect and clean, and it's not like that anymore. It's utter and complete and total chaos. So this time, I thought I'd try something a little bit different. Oh, so much better in the nice, bright, clean warmth of my living room. She's actually sitting on my mantle. Little calm space. We can look at birds, chill out for a minute. I like this. This is Aspirations. Her aspirations are to fly, and my aspirations for the next few months are to lose like 30 fucking pounds. So I kind of think I have to talk about what a challenging, really, really challenging year this has been for pretty much everybody. And I hope I'm not the only one that feels this way, but my patience is wearing thin. And her patience was rapidly growing even thinner than her favorite see-through blouse. And there's evidence of her lack of patience right there with the hammer and a couple drops of blood. At least she still got a donut. I mean, what are you going to do? Sometimes you lose your shit. And sometimes you go braless on purpose, just because it feels right. And that's just the way it is sometimes. But this year has brought a few gifts, like the day she discovered that she had no more fucks to give. You know, she went to give a fuck, and then the fucks jar was completely empty. And she was like, okay. It was actually pretty liberating. And if nothing else, she knows she's cute as fuck. Now, the issue with this girl is that she thinks she looks totally normal, when in fact she's completely crazy. Although she's in an awesome box, she was ever so slightly insane, but felt she disguised it quite well. It's kind of the story of my life and most of the women that I know. But look at how awesome her box is. This is the really good disguise because that's the coolest one. So we're going to take a little bit of a detour here and go outside in the snow where it's nice and bright enough to photograph this piece that's called The Light Chasers. It needs to be in the light. It's actually where I am trying to focus my attention, even though I sound so snarky. I'm just being silly. My little moth guys chasing the light. And thanks, Max, for holding the piece because we had nowhere else to hang it. So I really love this piece. I think it turned out so pretty. It reminds me of how lucky I am to have a home, have an awesome home, the nester. I have a place to incubate my dreams, to love my family, to pretend to be pretty. I love how she's dreaming of spring. These pretty little porcelain flowers everywhere. But I'm tucked up for the winter. I actually love the winter. But I write love letters to the spring. I'm kind of a cheater. And last but certainly not least, here's my little girl who is jumping off the cliff, who's abandoning her fears and taking a big leap. She's the little big leaper. And I hope that this is maybe a wish for something that will spark something in my soul for this year. Maybe I'll take a leap. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Oh, I love the new work. I love it. And before we have any questions, I just want to say Victoria Cherry in the comments. Victoria is a friend of ours from in Kansas City. Absolutely, you need to buy that piece of Kina's work for yourself. It is absolutely okay. She says it's okay to shop for myself, right?
I got a text. I did get a text from somebody while that was playing who claimed the Aspirations one piece. So that one got claimed. So, but anyway, yay!
And you've been working so hard. I can't believe the amount you got done. It looks beautiful. The big little leaper.
I love her.
Mm-hmm.
I love that all of it is just shows like how we are all just working on getting through. But you know, it's not like, well,
and we're lucky because
kind of murderous.
Yeah.
So like it's acknowledging that it's been hard, but also beautiful, and that, you know, there's been so much that we've kind of gone through and had to work to find the beauty in it. And all of your pieces.
To be honest, like this, you know, like us all coming together, like was a pretty huge gift, you know, this year.
Mm-hmm.
My dog.
For sure.
Yeah, so it's been awesome. So, and we have one more video.
Oh, we're jumping already? We're going? All right. Nothing to say. Let's just run my video. Max isn't ready. So this is my holiday video. I wrote stuff to say, and I rewrote it. Then I erased it and tried again. I wrote multi-scripts that were all too long and too ambitious, and the day to finalize things just kept creeping closer. My head is swirling with all the Christmas stories I would love to tell, with all the holiday traditions I would love to describe, and with all the treasured pieces of art made for me by family that I want to show you. Every piece is cherished. How do I pick? Maybe I talk about the piece of art I plan on stealing one day. The one made by my brother Joel and his family. The paint by number of my parents he completed with dryer lint. Come on, that's pure genius. Seriously, I am going to steal this one day. Don't tell him. As we filmed this, Mark's dad made his way down the hill to see what we were up to. So lovely. He's the perfect example of my dilemma. Okay, so you'll get one story. I can't help it. Mike's homemade gift. Mike was an operating engineer his whole life, moving piles of earth from point A to point B. I don't think he ever picked up a paintbrush in his life. I could be wrong. I don't know. But his gift was this self-portrait that is a prized possession in our home. Here, check it out. This is the piece that if there's a fire and you can only grab one thing, I've got the cat, Mark's got the painting. It's just one out of hundreds of stories. So instead, I decorate this tree. It kind of feels good. We may not be good at it, but it feels good. Thanks for hanging out with us while we had a Christmas moment. It feels good to start getting ourselves in that festive mood. Consider a gift for someone you love from one of the many artists you may have seen featured here on Seesaw Project, or an artist in your local community. Mark and I invite you to check out the available work on our websites. There are some familiar faces as well as some new friends. And just a heads up, there may be another delivery road trip brewing. So if you see something to make your season bright, drop us a note. You may be on the route. Oh. Happy holidays.
I hope I was muted because I was laughing out loud when Marcus starts drinking the beer.
The dryer lint portrait of your parents.
Is
Oh my God.
so that's a close up. I should have shown the whole thing. It is so fantastic, and I really do. I am trying to figure out how I can lift it and get it into my purse when I'm at my brother. It's that good. I love it. He unveiled it. I did a paint by number board, gave it to all 8 families. They had a year to complete it. The great thing is we all now have the portrait of our parents hanging in our house that we painted, you know. But when he opened that up, it was the dryer lint. And the beautiful part is there were little subtle reds in it, glasses, and a little detail on the shirt. And he did loads of red wash.
Just to get it?
I was going to ask how that, and that he at least had like a year to do it, because I was imagining like 12 loads of laundry in a weekend.
Yeah. And so, you know, I put the video together and I had images sent to me from people because we have such a tradition on Mark's side and on with my family and with my nieces. I make gifts for my nieces. And it just was overwhelming. I had so many images in there. It was a matter of every one of them is so precious that there was just no way I was going to just call out a couple of them. I just couldn't do it. And so I just went the opposite way and calmed my brain down and had a little fun with Mark and simplified things. So to the families, we all, I think, feel really blessed. And I do feel really blessed with all that we have and have given each other and have received. So that's
lovely. And a lovely thing of just like slowing down and simplifying, right? Like that's kind of the thing this year, right?
Yeah. Taking a page out of your visuals, Chris, when you need that quiet moment, when you need just I took a quiet moment. Thank you.
You know what? I was sitting there watching that wonderful video of you guys, and I think like for years to come, the fact that you went out there and put the snowman, or it was a Santa. What do you call them? A blow mold? Is that what you call them? In there, and you decorated the tree. You guys are going to love that forever and ever and ever. I'm so glad you guys did that. It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful.
It was fun.
And I love that smoker guy. I was like, oh, I have my devil. I got to wait to get another one, but I really, really love that one.
A good striped sweater on him, the smoker. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he is super, super cool. Go ahead.
I was going to say, this has been so much fun tonight. I think we should do it again in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Shall we?
Yeah, we are. We're going to do it.
Let's do it.
We're going to do it.
So, coming up next, we've got another special episode. Scott Hildebrandt, aka Mr. Christmas. We've been looking forward to this episode for so long now. I cannot wait to share his work next week. So we hope you'll join us in 2 weeks for Mr. Christmas. And we might have some other holiday surprises.
You guys are going to absolutely love that. You're going to absolutely love that one. And hey, listen, I just want to thank everybody for watching and subscribing and following and liking and doing all that really good stuff. And helping support us. All the artists, all us friends. It's been really, really hard, but really, really fun. And we really, really appreciate all your support, and especially, everybody who is able to support us in any way financially, but mostly by tuning in. But there's one more thing that we want to ask you for, and that's like feedback, because I think that would really help us. We'd like to get your feedback on how we might move forward in the future for next year. So anyway, thanks.
Absolutely. And we do have some thank yous to give out. We have special thanks to Kyle Dahlquist, Mark Winter, and Max Crow. Thanks, guys. And again, special thanks to our writer and editor, our friend, Steph Kilen at stephkilen.com. Thanks, Steph.
So much fun to have you with us, Steph. Also, please visit our artists that we shouted out this time. Here's all of their email addresses: Kansas City Urban Potters, Donna Day Kino, The Wires Alternative String Duo, Ed Brownlee, Gina Panorfi, Michael Mitchell of Iona Handcrafted Books, Ian Cinciola, Jenny Mendez, and Amy Arnold and Kelsey Sauber. But you don't need to remember all of these names. Their web addresses are in the comments on both Facebook and on YouTube. And we also keep posting those on our Facebook page. So if you're not watching our Facebook page, please do to see Steph's recipes for her cocktail gifts and to see more work from our artists that we shouted out. What a treasure all of that work is. And one more thing.
Sorry. That's you guys.
Is this me? Oh, that's me. That's my part. I had too many drinks. That's us, our hosts. BethBojarski.com, KinaCrow.com, ChrisDahlquist.com. Go check it out. Happy holidays, you guys.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone. See you soon.
Thanks for joining. Bye.